The grey man does whatever a grey man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now, a video from Grey Man. A video from Grey Man.
Grey Maniacs gather! Hi there! Hope you're all doing exceedingly well. We've been through Box Q the last few videos. We've had Atom, Silver Age Atom, 80s Atom. We've had a Silver Age Hawkman. We've had a Hawkmans from 80s, 90s, I think, noughties. Yeah, we've been through about 4 different lots of Hawkman. Even the teenies, I think there was 2013. But we're all done with Hawkman now. But sticking with the Hawk theme, we have Hawk and Dove. Now there are a few more of these. I'd like to get their first appearance in the showcase. It's not really that expensive, but it's just at the moment I can't afford it. I kind of wish I had afforded it previously, and I want to get their first run as well. I've only got a couple of issues of it at the moment, so I've got number 2. These aren't super expensive either, so I'm hoping I'll be able to pick them up at some point. And number 5. Oh, and number 6. I forgot I had number 6. It's on the back here. Yeah, cool stuff. Right. And the reason I like Hawk and Dove, it's because it's one of those early runs that I got when I first was buying comics myself, when I first was earning money, which wasn't until I started working that I was earning money to actually buy comics regularly. Like we got I don't know why I put an annual at the back here, but at the front here, Hawk and Dove annual. Number 1 from 1990, the long-awaited return of Titans West. Yeah, because they were on the Titans West roster for a while. I think it was actually in the main Titans for a while. But as they went on, they decided to make Hawk more of a wild guy, because he was like very much the warlike Hawk. The Dove was the peaceful guy, and so his Hawk really would be the right wing kind of I don't know, was he Republican? Yeah, Republican. But they kind of made him, yeah, much more warlike kind of thing, much less able to hold himself back from getting into scraps kind of thing. He actually, because when his brother Dove died, because the Dove was meant to be the calming side of him, kept him in check kind of thing. That was the idea. The Lord of Chaos and Lord of Order each gave power to one of them to try and prove that order and peace should order and chaos, order and peace, order and chaos should work together. Anyway, so after, it's kind of weird because I've read different things about the original Don Hall dying. When I saw it, I remembered that a wall fell on him and he died. But then I remember I read it again and he got blasted and a wall fell on him. I didn't remember seeing that. And then another place I read it saying that the Lord of Order and Chaos took his powers away as he was trying to do something, and that's what ended up getting him killed. And I was like, why would they do that? I thought that's crazy. Why would they, that's not going to help, anyway. And then, what did I read the other day? Then the other day I was reading, I think it was on part of the Who's Who thing that I was doing. Oh, what was it? Something about no, I think I read it on the DC Wiki. A demon called them, I can't remember what his name was, but he was like basically get Dream Maker or something like weird like that, and he made them think a certain thing. He made him think that Don was killed by a wall falling on him, but he'd actually killed him. And this is some kind of mad retcon somewhere down the line that I never even heard of. I don't know where that was even shown. But anyway, I have digressed. Right, then it was I think it was a 4-part, which I don't have the issues of. All I've got is the trade, Hawk and Dove. Kessel, Liefeld and Kessel. So Barbara and Carl and Rob Liefeld. I didn't mind his art in this, to be honest. I didn't mind it. I mean, yeah, it does the job, I suppose. Yeah, I didn't mind it too, actually, in this run. I was quite new to comics then, well, buying regularly, so there you go, they're there on the back as well. Right, and then the main run that started in '89. I think it's one of the ones I've collected from, one of the early ones that I collected from start to finish. And I really enjoyed both the characters. I enjoyed the characters, the supporting cast. Renata, his girlfriend. There was another guy. There was something about him being called the Black Russian kind of thing, that put Hank Hall's back up, but he wasn't communist. It was some kind of weird skit thing that he was doing. Huitzilopochtli spells murder. Yeah, I've got it. I think it was Alex Big Blue. He showed this one off, or someone showed this off, and I was thinking it was Quetzalcoatl or something that she was called, but it's not. It's Huitzilopochtli. I knew it was one of the Aztec gods. I got the wrong god. Yeah. Number 3, killing 2 birds. Yeah, they're hard to say. The Aztec gods are some of the hardest to pronounce. It's quite a cool character though, that villain. These are quite cool. Untouchables, that's right. You can't lay a finger on us, H&D, because we're, drum roll please, untouchable. Ha ha ha. Yeah, they're kind of like non-corporeal. So they can't be touched. They can become transparent, not transparent, not see-through, but untouchable. Basically, what he just said. Non-corporeal. At least that's what they used to call it in Villains and Vigilantes role-playing game. Insubstantial. Finding the Sun, when Hawk meets sudden death. Also in this issue, Dove meets Dove. Dove's dead. And of course, by the end of this run, the other Dove is dead. 1,000 Nights in Paris. I feel this could do with new bags. These bags feel a bit grimy, a bit sticky, a bit... I might have to get these new bags before I put the box away. Don't always bag by value. I quite often bag by how beloved the comic is to me. And I really enjoyed this run. So I might give them new lovely new bags and boards. Copperhead. He's a pretty cool character. But I don't even be able to do quite that with his arms. Strange Visions. Barbara and Carl Kessel. I kept looking at Barbara and Carl Kessel because I remember them doing quite a few comic books that I like, and I was thinking to myself the other day, I wonder if they're still together, but they're not. Apparently, they're not still together. It's a shame. It's a shame. Let's hope they're still friends at least. Ooh, quite some battle. The aftermath. Hawk and Dove and the new Titans battle Mean Machines. Got a feeling that Cyborg might have been taken over. His systems might have been controlled by an outside force there. That's why he's fighting Hawk. I could be wrong. There was a lot of robot fighting going on there, so I think it is something to do like that. Blast from the Past. There's a colourful one. Two Birds in the Hand. Yeah, this is when Hank's girlfriend, Renata Takamura or something like that. I actually did an entry on my Who's Who for Kestrel recently. This is Kestrel. Kestrel's taken over Renata, or Ren as she was called. But this is the thing with comic books. Some of the side characters that I like, when the main characters are brought back, the side characters are completely forgotten about. They have the whole new supporting cast quite often. Like Renata never got saw again, as far as I'm aware. And also Melody, who was the girlfriend of Ted Cord in his run that he had. I'm sure her name was Melody. Can't remember what her second name was, but you never saw her again. I don't think. It's a shame. This is what Hawk and Dove looked like in worlds of higher magic. On this world, the more mundane world, they can't even take off their costumes once they put them on. But when they go to a world with more magic in it, then this is what they more look like. Hulk's more, this feral. Have I shown this the right way around? Did I show this one yet? I don't think I did. I think that one was back to front. I think this is number 15. So this is what they look like. They go to world to discover their origins. They find the two. The Lord of Order and the Lord of Chaos fell in love, and this Hawk and Dove was part of an experiment of theirs to try and give powers to humans to show the other Lords of Chaos and Order that Chaos and Order should work together, kind of thing. But Kestrel was created by the Lords of Chaos who wanted to destroy that experiment. They want to make sure the experiment fails. That's why the Kestrel spell is trying to chase Hawk and Dove down to kill them. Right, Eve of Destruction. Mark of the Creeper. Seems to be graffitiing everywhere. It's quite a fun cover. When Creeper visits, things really hit the fan. Washington, D.C. has become a madhouse. So what else is new? Is that the Madmen? Are they fighting the Madmen? They kind of look like the Madmen. Special All Mayhem issue. They look like Blue Beetle's Madmen, but without the colourful costumes. They've got the little goatee beard. One of them's wearing a wig over his normal hair by the looks of it. No, I don't know. They do look like the Madmen, though. So they could be the Madmen. When the going gets tough, the tough go shopping. Hawk and Dove, 40 Isles of Sheer Adventure. Season's Greetings. That's a weird one. A Christmas-themed caper. When 4 female Furies from Apocalypse decide to visit Earth, it's Ladies' Night Out. And you thought we wouldn't have any fun. Yeah, I don't recognise these Furies. These are not the well-known Furies. There's that one in red there. We did see her on another cover. I think in the Hawk Girl run, fighting Hawk Girl. Yeah, I can't say the little girl one as well. She looks familiar, but yeah, interesting. They blowed up real good. The explosive return of sudden death. Input action, output death. This issue, Velvet Tiger wants to control Washington, D.C. But first, the Queen of Crime must fight shadows from the past. I've waited a long time for this, Tiger. You again! This time I'll finish you for good. She seems to have Hawkman on the ropes. I need to read these again. There's a really cool character in this one called Barter, who would basically had a shop, it was like a magical shop where he'd barter things with people, give them things in exchange they owed him a favour, or they'd have to do him a favour for him to give them something they wanted. It was all kind of like magical based stuff, and he was kind of like responsible for them to be able to go to the world where they could find out more about the Lord of Order and Chaos. But I thought it was a really good character. Would have been. I'm surprised nobody else used him. I thought he was really cool. It would have been another excellent addition to DC's supernatural canon. You know, very mysterious kind of guy. Look like an Arab, maybe. Arabic kind of looking guy. 38-page mind-scrambling issue. It had to happen. Hank finally has a brainstorm. Guest artists galore, it says. And that is a chunkier one. 38-page. It feels bigger. Pretty sure it's bigger. Is it normally 38 pages? I'm sure it's I don't know. Just seemed a little like it might be bigger, but right. When it began, a special introductory tale by I don't need to read all that, but Memoriam, in Memoriam. So he's by the graveside of his brother Don. The hunt for Hawk begins. Wanted, Hank Hall, dead or alive. Coming to the end of the run now. Only one more to go. War of the Gods, Hawk and Dove, 48-page final issue. It's got a blinking tear by the staple. Might have to get and a little stain down there. I might have to get another copy of this. Number 28, 48-page final issue, Partners No More. And the split goes right down the centre of the page of the comic for some reason. And this was around the time of the Armageddon 2001 storyline. Apparently, Captain Atom was meant to be the guy who turned evil, became a character called Monarch, and like was basically usurped the world governments and was like an authoritarian ruler of Earth kind of thing. And then they decided to change it, and they changed it by deciding that Hawk was going to be Monarch, and to do that, they basically Monarch from the future came to the past, killed Dove. Then Hank kills Monarch and becomes Monarch. What? He killed Monarch and then he put on Monarch's armour and goes, right, now I'm Monarch. Why? I didn't get that at all. Still can't get it. Right, then they said the Hawk and Dove names and they was like, let's make some more characters called Hawk and Dove. And they made a very short-lived series, The New Hawk and Dove. And this one, the woman is Hawk and the guy is Dove. They changed the roles, the genders around for the characters. I think she's the daughter of a general or something on a military base, and he's like a bit of a slacker, but a good-natured chap. Pray for the Raptors. Don't ask me how they get wings. I can't remember that at all. But it's actually interesting to have a Hawk and Dove characters who can actually fly. I was saying, I've said it a few times before, there's so many characters who've got bird names that can't actually fly. Like Robin and Nightwing and Raven, I suppose, can fly. This hasn't got, yeah, I can't, yeah, whatever. Before there was more. I'm sure there's more. If I give it enough time, I think about it. Hawk and Dove didn't fly. I think Dove can fly now, but but she didn't used to fly. She should be very acrobatic and like she almost seemed to defy gravity, but not actually fly. And the last issue, Showdown in the Sky. Dove's got some claws out. Really can't remember that storyline at all. Might be worth a quick read again at some point. Where was I? I was talking about something, wasn't I? I forgot what I was. Oh yeah, I'm sure there was more. I'm sure there was more characters. I remember feeling for the Nightwing, but that's not really a bird, is it? Oh well. Maybe I'm imagining things. But I'm sure there was more people who enough birds who couldn't fly. A penguin? Penguins can't fly anyway, so that might actually make sense. All right, let me rest my brain, and I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you if I can remember some more birds that can't fly. Right then. Oh wow. Right then, New Hawk and Dove came out in New 52. It didn't last very long. They got Rob Liefeld in, like really dialing in the worst possible art that he could. I think anyway. Yeah. Dove's not so bad on this one, but look at the costume he's done for Hawk. Look at that. It looks lazy and blocky, but I didn't really care because Hawk and Dove were back, and I was like, oh, Hawk and Dove are back. It's the original Hawk and Dove, yay! But as with all comics that I like, they never last long. Right, another pretty awful looking cover, maybe. I don't know, I just don't like the look of them. Condor, a new bird related character. Hawk and Dove versus Condor and Swan. I think Swan at least to be white, wouldn't you? Hasn't Wonder Woman got a villain called Swan, White Swan or something like that? The Hunters or the Hunted? Yeah, and Dove can definitely fly now. Look, she's floating there. weird cape thing of Hulk. They've got very weird capes. Like he's just got some bits sort of hanging off, and then not so many on this one. And the way they're connected to his body look really weird as well. But it's kind of like a magic costume. Though it comes when he says the name Hulk. It kind of summons the costume to him. So it's not like it's got to obey the rules of normal Earth physics, I suppose. But then again, this one it's torn. But no, it does get torn a fair bit. When he summons it again, it's untorn. It automatically fixes itself. Playtime's over. The stories are okay in these. Nothing pretty like simplistic grunt and battle kind of thing. It doesn't really get resolved even, but not very well. But it's like Rob Liefeld's doing the whole lot of it. And I wonder if that's why it never went on. Maybe the contract didn't last, or maybe they decided they didn't want him doing it anymore. Not too sure. But he only lasts 8 issues. In number 6, we don't get Hawk, we get Batman and Dove. This is always like I wonder if we can increase sales kind of bid. Get Batman in, get Superman in. When the sales are flagging a bit, try and spark them up with a guest star. But unfortunately, it may not have worked because there's only 2 more issues to go. At the mercy of the hunter. And the last one, the final fate of Hawk and Dove. There you go. Last time I saw Dove, she was a White Lantern. She became a White Lantern at some point, which makes sense because she's like a character of order and goodness kind of thing. But then she was in a relationship with Deadman, which didn't make any sense to me at all. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me at all. And the one bit I remember watching the relationship with Deadman, he was proposing, because you know he can possess the bodies of the living, he was proposing to take on the body of a living person so they can have sex. And she was like, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, I'll let you make your own mind up about that. So what was it? Was going to be a completely platonic relationship then? I suppose. Anyway, yeah, I'm off. That's the end of Box Q. Cheers for watching. I am going now. Until next time, have a great, amazing day. And may all your news be good news. Have a great amazing day. I'll have a great amazing day. Have a great amazing day. I hope you have a great amazing day.